happen here, because something could very easily go wrong. Why is this? Receiving your content. Yes, YouTube is working for me. Just making sure that the stream is in fact working. Oh, I can do that. That's kind of cool. Still saying the stream is offline on my live page, but there we go. Stream is live, good. With quite a large delay, good lord. That's like 30 seconds. I've opened Steam, I didn't mean to. That could open in the wrong window. Oh well. It's a thing that's just gonna have to happen. That and that. And we're good now. So as you can see, I've got a slightly old chat window open, which might not necessarily be the best. We've got Kevin MacLeod playing again in Compotech, which is always nice. And today we're kind of... I opened up Giant's Editor and saw this, and I'm not happy with it. Now I will go over what's going on in the back... why is that happening? We'll go over what's going on over there later. Right now, I'm just going to wait for people to show up in chat. And, because there are usually people showing up in chat, which is nice. 2 people watching, apparently. One of them is... They might both be me, in fact. Because I do have the live page open in Firefox. So if you're in chat, say hello, I don't bite. Especially if you're new. Always nice to see new people showing up. So, I'm gonna talk real quick, hopefully to just the VOD. People in the... well, hopefully to everybody who's here. I'm starting a bit later than usual, by the way. It is 4:21 PM. It's because I'm not long out of bed and I needed a breakfast. I got out of bed at like 3:45. Just been tired today, really, and didn't feel like getting up, and it's just one of those days where you don't want to get out of bed. Apparently I missed some snow, which just never snows around here, so it's big news when it does snow. Everybody has to know, he has to know about the snow and see the snow. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix this properly, am I? Let's see what exactly the problem is. I wonder if I were to do this, and then this. So, I'll probably talk about this quite a bit today, because I sent out some tweets last night, and I'm gonna mention it to the people who usually show up in the streams as well. Yesterday I did a 5-hour stream, as some of you may know, on Project Cars. That translates to what? 600 minutes. Now I had the menu music playing, which in hindsight was a mistake. I shouldn't have had that playing. And Content ID got some emails from YouTube. I got some emails from YouTube last night. It said there's been copyright claims in your video. I was like, what the hell? I'm always so paranoid about copyright that shouldn't happen. I was like, what on earth? So, I went to the copyright page and I was like, oh, over one small thing. Menu music. Yep, that was the cause of it. Music in the Project Cars menu has a copyright. It's third party music. Why is the Z-axis shouldn't be rotated, I don't believe. No, it shouldn't. That should be 0. Oh, actually 180. Oh, it should. Definitely shouldn't have been 172. Which means this also has a rotation it shouldn't. Just copy and paste. There we go, that'll fix that. That explains why I couldn't get it lined up properly. So, the menu music in Project Cars is copyrighted and third party, and me getting copyright claim on it, no big deal. Yeah, that was my mistake. What really irks me is the whole Content ID copyright system is set up for copyright owners to get a fair share of... The whole intention is for copyright owners to get a fair share of the money from YouTube for works they made originally and wish to be monetized. Now, Content ID showed up 3 minutes. Just under 3 minutes, 178 seconds I believe it was exactly. Of the menu music from this 5-hour stream. So 3 minutes from 300 minutes, which is what 5 hours is in minutes, is not 100% because I can't make money off that. I can't monetize that now, which is really infuriating. It's just completely ruined my night. Now, I've got no issues with copyright owners getting a fair share of ad revenue from videos that use their work. Kevin MacLeod doesn't want it because he has a different system himself. And that's his prerogative. But if he were to come to me and send me an email saying, hey, new music is playing in the background, could I have, say, 25% of your ad revenue? Or thereabouts. Because it is just background music and I'm doing a lot in front of it and interacting with chat and all that, so realistically I would give, 25% is what the worth of the music is to me. 25% of all my ad revenue. Menu music, even less. Now for the 1% of the VOD that it was playing, I wouldn't mind giving up 100% revenue for that 1% of the VOD, So 1% of all the revenue I would have made, because I can't, because YouTube won't even mute the damn thing. So I'm in this situation where I'm kind of... YouTube has... I think we all know this. YouTube is not great for content creators. YouTube is great for big companies. I don't even know if you guys can see chat. I don't think there's much of a point in having chat open here. I'm just gonna take chat off. Yeah, chat was a bit of a mess on screen anyway, so I'm gonna take that off. So when I'm doing Duneske, apparently I need to read chat again and read it out to you guys watching the VOD. But don't you worry, I will be back with Project Cars. I'm not going to give up. What I will have to do, however, is figure out how on earth to access the menu, the options to turn off the menu music, and I'll have to do that off stream and during the week, which is irritating because I could be doing other things during the week. I've got many things going on, and I might need to. I might be forced into a short break as well, potentially even this week. The family member who is not in the greatest of health has had a bit of a turn, and things aren't looking good for him. We'll put it that way. Now obviously I'm going to continue on as much as I can, retain normality, because as heartless as this may sound, it doesn't directly affect me. It's Dad is probably worst affected by it all, and other than that, it just... I'm better off retaining normality as much as I possibly can, for the time being at least. Obviously, if things keep going south, I'll be taking a short break. Is that on the right level? 55.42. 5542. Okay. So, the eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed I've got mountains in the map now. I'm going to turn up the nav speed real quick to 58 apparently, which is quite fast. If I go here, you can see actually they're actually quite low. I can scoot them up even more. Let's have a nice that should do. Here's the highest point of the map. This is probably about the highest point of the map. If I were to go like that. Obviously with the camera up and back you possibly make it out depending on the angle you put the camera at. But I'm quite happy having this mountainous backdrop just as something to look at, essentially. I am working over here. Yes. So for those of you that haven't seen Duneske yet, because I know there's bound to be a few people who haven't been on the channel ever and are wondering what the hell Duneske is. Duneske is a map, pretty obviously, and this is Giant Settler. I'm working on the map. So Duneske is actually an area near me, where I live in real life. Duneske isn't where my house is located, it's just an area name around here. It's a pretty large area, but I'll explain what all the different markings I got on the map are. Obviously the fields are in already. That was stage 2 after I got the DEM in, and the river, which does have a water plane. It is going to be an HD water plane, so if and when the map is released and there are performance issues, I'm not going to change the water plane. You'll have to do that yourself. Some of these fields don't actually exist in real life. I have inserted a couple where there are none, but as you can probably see, this is going to be a reasonably farm-heavy map. It's mainly fields, and that's kind of the way that I want it. I'm going to have a drink of cappuccino. Also, I probably should put on a jumper, because I'm quite cold. So as for the weird markings you're seeing everywhere, obviously that's a notation to myself, BJ. Over here, some more notations to myself. There's another one. But these lines that I get everywhere in asphalt and sand, what are these? Well, the asphalty gravel ones, some of them are gravel because Giant Settler limitations. These are going to be roads, the asphalt ones. And the sand ones, in yellow, this is going to be a railway line, yeah, hopefully. Now you'll notice here, whoops, I've selected the water plane. You'll notice here, I have an area blocked out in, I believe that's asphalt. Oh, that's gravel. Got an area blocked out in gravel here. This is going to be a yard of some description. Same here. I'm actually going to block that in fully. Gravel, and that bush. And we're going to just throw it all together like this. What is this music? This is The Show Must Be Go by Kevin MacLeod, Thomas. Thomas Dean just asked what the music is. I've got a playlist of Kevin MacLeod playing. Also, hello, Thomas. As you can see, I'm actually working on a map at the moment. So this is going to be our weekend stream, hopefully, is messing about in Giant Settler and getting a map made. Now, as you can probably guess, I'm reasonably far into the process already. I'm just blocking out areas for my own reference for where I want yards to go. And when the map is done, if it ever gets done and fully tested, because I will be testing it reasonably thoroughly, I do intend on releasing it, so all those questions pretty much moot points, I guess. As for what the map is going to have, pretty much every basic function. I'm going to throw a few bonus scripts in there as well, but the basics come first. That should not be like that. Is that the best I can get? This area here? I need to turn down the nav speed again. Do you know what I really need to do? Is just clear an area right in front of me. Okay, should have done this before the stream. Really should have done this before the stream. Hey Summer, how you doing? It is very cold today. Apparently it's been snowing around me, so that's nice knowledge. I'm gonna put on a jumper real quick. I'm actually really cold. So I'm gonna hang it. I was really tempted to take down the entirety of the Project Cars stream from yesterday, the entire VOD, as a result of a copyright claim that I can do nothing about because apparently the menu music in Project Cars is third party. I was not aware of that, so in the future the Project Cars streams will have no menu music. I'm either gonna figure a way to turn it off or layer Kevin MacLeod up over it. But that is a true irritation. It's copyright gone mad. This jumper is actually a really nice fit. Might not look it on the stream, and it's probably looking a bit messy, but I had to put it on as quickly as I could. So Summer, I don't know if you saw this, Summer. You've probably seen a few maps with these. The HD. I meant to move my keyboard as well. There we go. That's gonna make things a bit easier. I'm just doing a bit of stuff that I probably should have done before the stream. It was sewing enough, but it did not stick. Doesn't look like it's stuck here either, Thomas. All I know is that it was snowing. I'm just moving the H shifter from the G20 out. There we go. Now I'm in a place where I can actually use the keyboard properly. So I got the HD mountain panorama thingy behind all the trees. The reason it's behind all the trees is because it's actually a circle, and I want to hide the fact that it's a circle. That's the long and the short of it. Do we usually get snow in winter? No, summer. It's maybe one snowfall per year. Maybe two if we're having a particularly snowy year. Which is why it's a big thing when it snows. I know in many parts of the US it's just like, oh, it's snowing again. Oh, that white crap is falling and I'm gonna have to fix the shovel the driveway and get all the snow blowers out, and then the kids will want to go sledding and I'll have to do that. But no, here it's like, ooh, snow! This is different. It's a different form of the usual Irish weather. Rain. My god, do we know rain. In Irish we actually have like 17 different words for rain, depending on... Even in English we use different words for different kinds of rain. So you can have a mist, a fine mist, a heavy mist, a bit of a drizzle. There's like, it depends on what kind of rain is falling. There's actually a different word for it. Like there's no, it's not just, oh, it's raining. It's, oh, there's a bit of a mist going on outside and that kind of stuff. It's really funny. Where was I doing things? Over here. Still got my navsped. Navsped, go! No. Still got my navsped set to navspeed. How am I managing verbal typos? My navspeed is still a bit too high, but that's something I can fix in a minute. So what I need to do here, you get bad hailstorms, we get occasional hailstorms. It's about as bad as we get. I need to go from 56.571 down to 55.42, and I'm really tempted to actually swap to like smaller segments than this even. Where do I hit? It's about 1 inch of snow, yeah. Where do I hit 55.42 here? That's the question. Or do I already have a section underneath? Oh, I do already have a section down there. So yeah, I'm actually using sections of 1 meter laneway just as markers for where I'm going with this. Yeah, we got showers of rain, and then we got showers of hail and mist. How does this actually look? I'm just gonna go down to ground level here real quick. Select that thing over there. I swear I saw a gap in between 2 sections. Oh, apparently I was ignoring it. I was imagining it. Right, so it looks like I'll have to give us a small fix here. The downside of me making a map is I am a bit of a perfectionist. The upside is it'll be a really good map and it'll work hopefully perfectly. The downside is if I'm making anything for anyone, it has to be perfect. So it's gonna take a bit longer than most maps, I believe. God dang it! And oh, Summer, I did look at Lakeside V2 last night. It's very script heavy, good lord. I was surprised at how script heavy Lakeside V2 is. I don't know if you're aware of that. It's not actually the kind of map that I'd enjoy, personally. But I can see why people would enjoy it. It is a good map, it's just not for me. I really want to cover up that little gap there if I can at all. What is usually my YouTube monitor, or what is my YouTube monitor I suppose, is covered windows at the moment. It is rather beautiful. I can't show you because it's got some stuff that presumably I can't show on stream. But did I just click over there somewhere? Apparently not. Lots of scripts are okay. It just it kind of looks like the map maker didn't know what he was aiming for and threw everything in, or just went to Marhu's website, because that's where 90% of them have come from, and said, ooh, I like all of these, they can all go in a map, and sometimes it doesn't quite look right. Also, the animal growth scripts he used. What fell? That was a gear shifter. The animal scripts he used, the cows and pigs and beef cows and stuff. I actually started up a test game for the Classics pack last night as well on Sosnovka. And the animal growth scripts he used, the cows and pigs and beef cows and stuff. I actually started up a test game for the Classics pack last night as well on Sosnovka. And the animal growth scripts he used, the cows and pigs and beef cows and stuff. I actually started up a test game for the Classics pack last night as well And I almost bought beef cattle on Sosnovka because the scripts had managed to insert themselves into Sosnovka for some reason. But just the ability to buy the animals, they would be completely useless and you'd never be able to do anything with them. And that is an inherent issue with some of these scripts, is they insert on all maps. That's fine with the likes of Multiverse because they can be useful, but some of them do cause issues. And rather big issues of that. Like, where's that 1 meter segment? Oh, so I got plenty of room to play with here. That's nice. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to lock this in and just call this the final positioning of this 45-degree left turn, because it's not really going to move all that much from there. That's where it more or less lines up with the road that I'm trying to attach to here. But scripts, a lot of them rely on each other, which is fine. But sometimes if somebody throws too many scripts into a map, they can start to conflict with each other and cause some weird errors. I also noticed that he used... or he turned a couple of placeable mods into GE placeable mods, which... the Seedmaster 2K16 is actually placeable. It's on Lakeside V2. That's why I'm gonna insert the 2K15. It does have a lot to do somewhere, and I'm not criticizing that. I'm not even criticizing the amount of scripts. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, what comes into my head when I see like half of Marhu's website in a single map is that the map author just went there and said, all of these things shall be here. I didn't really think about how they're gonna fit into the map at times. It's fine on like 4x maps, but even still, occasionally it just strikes me as, well, you've clearly been on Marhu's website for the first time, haven't you? You've clearly just found Marhu's website and made an account and downloaded all of the things. I don't mind it, but some of them are just like, why? Why is there 17 different types of this here? Yeah, there can be too many things to do, Summer. And that's the issue. Is when you throw in all of Marhu's website, which I'm seeing in a disturbing amount of maps of late. Mainly 4x maps, which can get away with it a bit more because they are more multiplayer focused. Like the Michigan map is a particular offender of this. Is they just have all of the things to do, but don't really think, okay, how can we structure this in a way that makes sense within the map? And that's kind of the issue that I find with those maps is, yes, they've got tons to do, but there's no real structure behind it. There's no real logic to where these places are. They're just kind of dotted around the map because, hey, they had to go somewhere. Whereas here, yes, everything has to go somewhere, but they're all gonna fit. Everything's gonna fit around the fields. And while some of the stuff will have to just be thrown in because, hey, it's gotta go somewhere, such as the BGA and wood, BGA and all the wood stuff, because in reality there is no wood sell point around here at all. We're going to try and fit it together in a somewhat logical pattern. No real life farm would have that much going on ever. I mean, Irish farms, yes, they help the community a lot, and they do. A lot of Irish farmers do things that farmers normally wouldn't do. But at the same time, a farmer wouldn't be involved in, building a road 3 miles away. And wouldn't be involved in building the local bakery, and wouldn't be involved in helping build the local concrete plant. Just to take a couple of maps for examples, and that's 2 different maps that are kind of lumped into one, but it kind of covers it. That was good coffee. Tesco value sweetened cappuccino. Or in America, probably, I think Walmart owns Tesco, I believe. So I've technically just had Walmart coffee, which is surprisingly good, in my opinion. I'm gonna have a puff of this. Also, I like chicken burgers. Delicious. Farms here will raise one type of animal: pigs, sheep, or some type of cow. Farms here tend to do the same thing, some are more or less. You do get farms where you got multiple breeds going on, and there are farms where you will have sheep and cattle, just because they've got quite a lot of land and not too many sheep or cattle. Hey Faye, I'm alright today. I woke up ridiculously late. I woke up at like 3:30, which is why the stream started at 4:20-ish. I needed time to have my breakfast. They have hay growing for feed and maybe another type of crop. A lot of Irish farms are just grass. You drive around Ireland, it's called the Emerald Isle for a reason. Grass everywhere. That's actually why Ireland is the Emerald Isle, is because the main crop is grass and silage. They'll probably have like a grain crop growing for straw, but 90% of the fields are grass, specifically for silage. Corn silage is a real rarity in my area. I don't know how it is in Offaly or Galway. Well, I do actually know how it is in Galway. In South Galway, around the boglands anyway, it is again rare, and I never did check up to see if the soil was suited for corn silage. My uncle, who lives up in South Galway, up in the boglands, was thinking about doing corn silage for his cows, because he is a suckler herd of I think he's got, well, I know he's got French cows, but I can't remember the name of the breed off the top of my head. That's gonna have to stay like that, unfortunately. I'll throw a lot of grass on it. And he wanted to get the soil checked. Oh, just in time for homemade shepherd's pie on my stream. I would say the shepherd's pie is a lot more important than my stream, because all I'm doing today is working on Duneske and probably spending far too much time faffing about with the ground again. Because that's all I seem to do, is faff about with the terrain. I wish I knew how these were supposed to go together so it looked seamless. Because, oh, that more or less. It actually looks good because you won't ever see it this close up in game. You see it like this, and it does look nearly seamless. Do I have a Z translation on that? A Z rotation? No, it's just a tad low. How's that? Better. probably means, yep, I've got to raise this by a nudge. And raise. Do I have to raise this by a nudge? I have to raise this by a nudge. That's a bit too much of a nudge. Yeah. I've still got my nav speed set at 7. You don't like Walmart stores here. I don't like Tesco, but they've got some decent products. And the cappuccino I drank, it's €1 for a pack of 8. So, you know, it value for money. If it's acceptable cappuccino and it's €1 for 8, you're gonna be like, yes, please. You seek out local buyers or local growers to buy from. We don't do that because most of the stuff here is beef. And my parents... Oh my god. I've just remembered a story about my parents. And it is a good one. So years ago, they used to have a guy who worked at... worked on a farm. We used to have him lodging and yeah, staying here. And every day he'd come in, he'd talk about the blind heifer they had. And for those of you who don't know, heifer is a female cow. Or at least what it's called in Ireland is a heifer. And he'd talk about the blind heifer and go on about how she was and what she was, what she'd done today and whatever. And yeah, the blind heifer was an ongoing saga in the house. The tale of the blind heifer. And this was, I think, before I was born. So this is going back at least 25 years. And one day he came in with a bag of beef. And my mother cooked up the beef, and it was presumably tender and delicious, because that's how she cooks beef, is to the point of tender and delicious every single time without fail, which is amazing. And she put it out in plates. They all started eating the beef. They all agreed it was tender and delicious. And then the guy just pipes up, "Yeah, that blind heifer doesn't taste half bad." At which point my mother and father just looked down at their plates and went, They'd been eating the cow that they'd formed an emotional bond with, despite never having met. And they still tell the story of the blind heifer, which is kind of beautiful. I mean, it's something that it's just like something that can only happen in a somewhat rural community. Is you take somebody in, he's a farmer, because hey, half the country at one time or another has worked on a farm. How's this field edge looking actually? Not bad, except right there where it needs to be fixed. Foliage channel, terrain detail, please, Giants editor. I want to just straighten that off a bit. That is much improved. Oh, that's much improved. Hey Geek, sorry I didn't get back to you last night. I was AFK when you started messaging me, and when I came back you were gone, so I didn't really think it was too appropriate to start messaging you when you were offline or whatever. So I wasn't being rude, I just had a lot going on. Odds are I won't be kind of too available over the coming period. There's a family member who is not very well, and they took a turn recently. They're currently in hospital, but let's just say they're not gonna get back to 100% wellness. They're not gonna get to full health and be fine in 2 weeks' time. They do have some stuff going on that it will kill them. I should not have eaten those chicken burgers. Got nothing but gas now. Okay, so that's good. Also, my pop filter is in the wrong position for some reason. Fixing my mic, so sorry if there's lots of noise. It's fine, Summer. Life has a way of kicking you in the nuts every 6 months or so, or every few months. Just reminding you that, you know, you're eventually gonna go. You know, your time on Earth is short, so live the way you want to. As long as it's within your moral code and whatever. I see no reason to live within yourself all the time. Chase what you want to do and do it. What I'm doing. Both kind of here and off YouTube. I'm chasing what I want to do. I want to be successful at something at least, and I want to be more confident. That's why I'm streaming, as I want to boost my confidence a bit and not be as shy as I normally am. So knowing there's a group of you guys watching me, albeit not in the same room but watching me, is slightly unnerving. I will admit, slightly unnerving for me, which is why I'm talking so much. I usually talk when I'm a bit nervous, and if I had like 100 people in here, I'd just be silent, because I'd be like, why is there 100 people in here? There's only 4. Good. I think 2 of them might be me, because I do have the stream open in Firefox for chat. I was originally going to stream chat today because, was originally going to stream chat as usual, but if I just turn it on, it looks like a disaster because of, does it actually? Yeah, it looks like an absolute disaster because Giant Editor and chat don't go well together. That's just a thing. So I was doing some thinking last night about what other games I could stream that you guys would enjoy, because really, this channel has 2 purposes. One, it's for me to enjoy myself, which I am doing, and 2, it's to entertain you guys and play games that you want me to. Obviously ATS is gonna be a thing once it's released. But I was thinking, what games do I have that you guys might want to see? And Fallout 4 was brought up yesterday towards the end of the stream, which I can never make money off now, because hooray. Thank you, third-party copyright owners. Douchebags. And I'm thinking maybe I could do, instead of 2 Duneske streams a week, maybe, I'm just putting the idea out there, maybe I could do something like Fallout 3 or New Vegas, because I've never finished them. I think it might be cool. Obviously I'd have to turn off the radio and do that kind of stuff, but I'm bad at Fallout, which is the issue. Would you guys be interested in seeing me being terrible at Fallout? Because that's an idea that I had. I normally go off in a completely wrong direction and get lost and killed almost immediately. I think in Fallout 3 I found Deathclaws, or I found like super mutants or something within 5 minutes of leaving the vault, which I thought was impressive. The game thought so too, so it killed me instantly. I don't, and if I start enjoying Fallout, obviously I'll get Fallout 4 and stream that too, but I don't want to invest in a game that I'm not 100% sure in. Because, you know, it's gonna be just clogging things up for me. And taking away money I could have spent on games that I do want to play. Like ATS and DLC for that. Also, yes, I am being anal with the road, the terrain around the roads again. Deal with it. It's my map. I want it to be as perfect as I can get it. You've seen how angry I get when map authors get lazy with roads. And I know sometimes it's actually impossible to fix the roads properly. Like that one section that just will not work for me. I can overlook small sections where it's just like, oh, there's a small problem there. But it's big long sections where it's wavy in and out. It's more important for me to play a game I really enjoy. That's the thing, I do enjoy Fallout. I do enjoy Fallout, I just can't get into the story of it. I think it's a fun game. I know I'll never please everyone, but cater to the needs of the many rather than the needs of few. Here's the thing though, Summer. I want to like Fallout. That's why I'm considering streaming it. It's not a case of, oh well, I'll endure Fallout. I'm bad at it, but I want to like it. The only big issues I have with Fallout are... well, Fallout 4 specifically is I don't like the graphical choice they made. I don't like the graphical style they used for Fallout 4. That's literally the only issue I have with Fallout 4. I don't like the kind of cartoony style. I don't think it meshes with the wasteland. Other than that, Fallout 4 looks damn near perfect as a game. Don't play Fallout. I think I will play Fallout just to ignore you, Summer. Because I do want to like it. I do really want to like it. I just... mainly because... I've just realised why I haven't liked Fallout before. I literally just realised it. It's because I always go for the method of mess about in the game, and it always results in me dying. Because I just don't play right most of the time. I don't, I go into level areas that I'm just bad at. I would say. I try and do skill shots and then kill myself because I failed at the skill shot. That kind of stuff. And occasionally there's like crashes and stuff that annoy me as well. Do I have Fallout 3 installed? I'm gonna bring up Steam real quick and bring it over to this window. So I got invites and unread chat messages apparently. What's this? Yeah, I'll accept this random Brazilian dude who added me. Do I have Fallout on Steam? Oh! Yes, I do! I have Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition apparently. So yeah, I'll probably play that at some point. Now I've got to get everything into the right positions again. Well done me. This is what I get for deciding to look at Steam. There we go. So one thing I did change last night about the channel, and I did do this intentionally, and people watching live won't see this. Oh, I know it's impossible to please everyone, but I'm trying to actually... I might do Geek, I just don't... I normally watch channels that do really quite long videos at times, like Bill's T-Max. So I don't have a lot of time to check out other stuff, especially when I'm occasionally streaming on Twitch at night and working on this and getting things sorted out on the channel. Because it's not like this isn't just the only thing I do for YouTube. I don't just stream. I don't just in the past create videos. I do try and manage the channel as well. So last night what I did was I made a decision. Kind of after the Project Cars issue. And I made the decision that, you know what, if you're gonna watch the VODs of a 2, 3, 4 hour stream, because that's what I normally do, is a multiple hour stream, I'm gonna actually give you more ads than a half-hour video. So, from now on, what I'll be doing actually almost immediately after the stream is I'll be going into the video manager for this, and I'll be inserting one ad every hour. So, one ad at the start, one about an hour in, one about 2 hours in. If I go to 3 hours, there'll be one there unless there's like 10 minutes left in the video, and then one at the end. And that's just because I'm trying to capitalize on ad revenue. I'm greedy. I'm only human. I do kind of like money. But no, it's just because, you know, TV, you get, for every hour of TV in Europe, you actually get 47 minutes of content and 13 minutes of adverts. Do I get any money when somebody's on YouTube Red? Yes. Is the short answer. I can't say how much, but I do have some income from YouTube Red in the past. I'm just going to check if I've got any recently, just for my own sake here. Analytics, this, and YouTube. Oh, I can't see that. How do I check that? Yes, I have. In the month, in the 28 days between December 31st and January 27th, I do have income from YouTube Red. That's how recently I have YouTube Red income from. Obviously, I can't say how much because YouTube terms of service and whatever, but I do get income from YouTube Red, and it's honestly, I'm gonna be blunt. It's probably better than ad revenue. So I thought when YouTube Red was coming out that it's gonna ruin small channels like me. I've changed my opinion because, quite honestly, YouTube Red is guaranteed income for channels like me, small channels. And yes, it's not a lot. Never is on YouTube with 500 subscribers, but it's the same or more than ad revenue, which honestly surprised me, considering the number of views I got from YouTube Red. Obviously I can't talk about that kind of stuff because there is a small chance you might be able to work it out, but the proportions are of views from YouTube Red does not correspond to the proportion of revenue I've got from YouTube Red. The proportion of revenue I've got from YouTube Red is much greater than that from normal views and normal CPMs. So I think that's about as much as I can talk about ad revenue and whatnot without YouTube going, "Why are you talking about this?" and without Maker Studios going, "Dude, you've gone over the edge again." YouTube Red is not available in Ireland yet. Fahy. Although it looks like YouTube are going to roll it out a bit wider. Obviously the fan funding thing, I don't know if I covered this on the channel. YouTube fan funding, I'm turning on my heater because I'm cold. I'm not wearing socks, but I'm wearing slippers because I'm comfortable. YouTube fan funding actually is not getting rolled out anywhere that it isn't already, so fan funding will never be available to me, which is why I went with I'm raising for donations, which are all very welcome. And Summer, please stop sending me large amounts of money through that. When is the map coming out? Up the nav speed. When it's done, because it's nowhere near done. So I got the main road in here. That was a couple of weeks. I'm working on laneways. You can see I've got... Oh wow, I got two very big loops done. And two very small loops done. I'm working on finishing the third small loop today. I think when I'm done with this section down here. I'm gonna just scoot up here and finish this bit. Are there any little offshoots? Any other little offshoots I can do? Oh, that's a big offshoot. That's going to the bridge. Then I'll do this offshoot over here. I'm just looking for offshoots, and I can do up here. And I think that's about it in terms of offshoots and stuff. Oh, I want to make a little note for myself here. Because... Is this set to grass? No, it's set to gravel. Why isn't it working? Have you thought about doing Twitch full time? I have, but the issue is I can't monetize Twitch. I'm gonna talk to somebody about potentially that being a thing. But right now I can't actually monetize Twitch, and I'm gonna talk to somebody I know about getting a Twitch partnership. Gonna do this in gravel. So this area here is probably going to be... You know what, screw this, I'm just gonna swap back to grass. I'm gonna write it in wheat, because it's gonna stand out a bit better. Foliage layer wheat. 5, isn't it? Nope. Is it 6 for full grown wheat? Yes. No. 5 and 6? Yes. Probably need to get a following going there. Yeah, that's I do know the criteria for Twitch partnership. The issue is I don't know if I've got the time to do Twitch enough to... This is really weird because I'm trying to write and I can't see what I'm actually writing until it's appeared. And here's how to leave notes for yourself in Giants Editor. Use wheat. Or barley, or whatever the hell this is. I know the criteria for Twitch partnership. The thing is, I also know somebody who apparently knows some people over at Twitch, and can potentially fast track a partnership because he's well, because of things that he and I are involved in. That's about all I can say on that matter. I'm under so many NDAs, I'm afraid. I'm under so many NDAs, it's amazing I can talk at all about anything. Obviously, a condition of the NDAs... Obviously, no, the NDAs have conditions where I can't talk about being under NDA. But... Good lord, they... Like, I'm under NDA from YouTube, from talking about YouTube and my own, and Maker Studios, from talking about the ad revenue I make, and YouTube Red income. Any income from YouTube I'm not allowed to talk about. I'm allowed to talk in vague terms about CPM being high, CPM being low, and how YouTube Red compares without giving actual figures. Like at the moment, CPM is actually getting quite low. Again, because it's, you know, after Christmas. December is the CPM time of year. What did he say on YouTube? Sending my friend a link. Trying to get a friend into the stream, but he's always busy or something. Hopefully he's not too busy today. I'll just let him know live now. QT face. Here we go. Yeah, I was the same, Summer. I thought YouTube Red would murder my channel. Is it good for me or not? Yes. It is good for me. It is better than... Oh yeah. I know you weren't asking how much I made. I was just clarifying that, like, to people who maybe don't know this, that if you're a YouTube partner, under any condition, if you can monetize YouTube videos, you can't talk about the income you make. So I was just clarifying for everybody else. I wasn't accusing you of asking how much I make. But YouTube Red is actually better than going full ad review. Obviously, if YouTube had some sort of subscription service like Twitch, where, you know, there's an option to, like, all the videos are free, but you can pay like $5 a month to a specific channel, and YouTube take, you know, 50% or whatever of that, and the channel gets the rest. I'd almost prefer that to YouTube Red, because then it wouldn't be split between, you know, it wouldn't be kind of, well, PewDiePie has 15, you know, we'll say 15,000 people on YouTube Red, but he gets, you know, 15,000 out of, we'll say 2 million, or out of 1 million, so 0.15%. No, 0.15%, I think. I think my maths is correct there at 0.15%. Yeah, a small percentage, but he gets, we'll say 3% of all YouTube Red income, because he's got 2 or however many million subscribers he has, 15 trillion or something stupid like that. Whoops. Ah, nuts. You know, I think YouTube Red is still unfair. It's just slightly less. Here's the thing, Summer. I'm gonna sound like a really weird hypocrite like this. I don't like PewDiePie. I respect Marcus Kjellberg. Is that his name? Felix Kjellberg, isn't it? I don't like the character PewDiePie, but I do respect the person behind it, because good lord, he is good at what he does. Like, he is just playing a character. You can't hate the guy, you have to hate the character. It's like Fred back in the day. Everybody hated Fred, but nobody really cared about the guy behind Fred. Until he started becoming a corporate whore, in which case, look at how well his movie did. His movies, he did 2 movies. And a TV show that got cancelled within like 6 months. That was amazing. Or within 2 seasons anyway. Now I need to start getting this tilted this way, because I need it to taper off. Can I do a home rotation on this? Yes. Duplicate that again, and I need to do that so that it is actually going along the correct axes. Oh, the axes are more or less aligned here. It's an interesting coincidence. 55.525, and I'm going down to 55.42. So let's down here, get it tilted again, scoot it down a bit. Probably gonna need to yeah, it's tilted this one a bit too early, so just nudge it up a small bit. The same here. But as I was saying about PewDiePie and Felix Kjellberg, I think his name is, I can't remember his real name off the top of my head, but you know, I dislike the character, I respect the person. Oh yeah, also put user in timeout. Can I like ban you from the no. I'm really glad that I'm not streaming the chat today, because that was not a particularly nice message I just got. Or that was just posted. Unfortunately, I can't. Yeah, Summer, you've got the ability to do the stuff that I just did as well. You can remove messages from chat as well. If you go over to the side, there's a little flag. I think you can remove messages from chat. Have I banned him? I have put him in timeout. I'm going to give him one final chance. If he does that again, he is getting banned from the channel and reported, because that is completely unacceptable, and I'm not going to deal with people like that. I mean, if you did ask a question, the answer is yes, but still. Oh, this is actually right on the correct level, so that needs to be 0. It's a bit of a clunky hill, but it's a hill. I'm gonna fix up the terrain here now. Oh, that was one click. I try not to ban for first offences unless it's somebody who I already know is just going to be a troll. Because there has been a person in the past, and I'm kind of having to think what the person's name was, that has been trolling me for a while on Twitter and whatnot, and is banned from posting anything to the channel. If they do it again, they'll have fun trying to post again, and if they make another profile, they'll have fun posting on that one. Because the fun thing about trolls, and this is something that I've learned from being one in the past, because I think everybody on the internet has at one point or another just gone into chat rooms and trolled or whatever. Mine were particularly fun. Years ago, not going to go into what I did because it was kind of rude, because I was that kind of teenager. I was like 13, 14, 15 at the time, so like little kid syndrome, where you think you're so tough and you say stupid stuff like that guy just did. And yeah, all of my accounts in that particular chat room were related in some way by name. Trolls tend to be idiots. Very much so. They tend to be below average intelligence being roughly an IQ of 100. And in fact, IQ tests have been getting more difficult in recent years. Since the IQ test was first done, they've actually become far more difficult, because human intelligence over the past 50, 60, 100 years has actually been increasing gradually. So over time, the human race is actually getting smarter, but the dumb ones are getting dumber, as it turns out. Yeah? I've just been told dinner's ready, so I'm gonna have to end the stream here, apparently. I'll be back later on, probably. Thanks for coming. I'll see you again soon. Until then, stay safe, and goodbye.